Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the news broadcasted on TayNinhTV with some last events in our province, as well as nationwide. And now we come into details. Ladies and gentlemen, in the past time, with the close direction of the Provincial Party Committee, the Provincial People's Council, the Provincial People's Committee, and the efforts of the department, branches, and localities, the implementation of online public service in the province has achieved some initial results. According to the assessment results of the ministry, the index of serving people and businesses in performing administrative procedures and providing public services on the National Public Service Portal in 2004, the province ranked for 35 over 63 and maintaining the same ranking as in 2003 in the 5 groups of assessment indicators, and the province online service indicator has the lowest average scores of only 12.8 over 22 points, lower than the national average of 14.8 per 22 points. In addition, according to the assessment results of the Ministry of Information and Communications, the rate of online records throughout the province in 2024 reached for 28.18%, higher than the average of the whole province block of 18.86%. 26%, although higher than the average of the whole province block of 2025. This rate is still far from the target of at least 70% to be achieved in 2025. In the coming time, the province will review and restructure the process and 5 components of online public services, promote the implementation of online public services, and build a tool to measure and evaluate the implementation of online public services throughout the process in real time. It established a working group on the implementation of online public services throughout the process of Provincial Digital Transformation Steering Committee, strengthening propaganda and guidance for the people and businesses on online public services. And in the morning of January the 12th in Hòa Hiệp Commune, Tân Bình District, TayNinhTV Province logo border guard station under TayNinhTV Provincial Border Guard of TayNinhTV Province coordinated with the People's Committee of Hòa Hiệp Commune of Tân Bình District to organize the program of Border Guard Spring Warms the Heart of the villagers for the Lunar New Year of 2025.
Attending the program, there was Colonel Nguyễn Văn Dũng, Deputy Political Commissioner, TayNinhTV Provincial Border Command. At the program, the delegates and sponsors presented 100 gifts to policy households and families in difficult circumstances in Hòa Hiệp Commune, with a total support fee of 50 million Vietnam đồng. Also in the program, logo Border Post awarded to scholarships from the program, helping children go to school, and 2 gifts from the model for children in border areas to students with difficult circumstances in Hòa Hiệp Commune, Tân Bình District.
And on January 11, the Party and Political Affairs Department and Provincial Police coordinated with the People's Committee of World War TayNinhTV to organize a program to give the dead gifts to the people in difficult circumstances in World War of TayNinhTV. At the program, 50 gifts is worth for 20,000 Vietnam đồng were given to the people in difficult circumstances in World War, and the above gifts were supported by the Youth Union of the Party and Political Affairs Department, which mobilized donors to support. And ladies and gentlemen, the circular regulating extra teaching and learning excellently recently issued by the Ministry of Education and Training is attracting the public attention with the support and many expectations that it will fundamentally resolve the phenomenon of forcing the people to take extra classes for their money, and which has caused public outrage in recent times. Accordingly, the new circular resolutely says no to the situation of extra teaching for primary school students in order to minimize the pressure on this age group, except in the case of training in arts, physical education, and life skills training. And it is the first time the Ministry of Education and Training has included a ban on the teachers giving extra classes with getting the fee outside school to the pupils when they are teaching at school. And with the terrain condition crossing many rivers and streams, the mountainous district in Nghệ An province have long invested in building many suspension bridge systems to serve the people's lives and economic production. However, many suspension bridges in Nghệ An have been degraded and damaged due to the years of use and lack of the maintenance funds, causing unsafety and becoming a hidden danger for the people. Young River Suspension Bridge, an important bridge serving the people for 10 communes in the Cát Ngạn area of Thanh Chương district. After nearly 40 years of using, the bridge was seriously degraded, and every day it still has to carry a large number of vehicles, and the risk of collapse can happen at any time. Previously in 2020, a serious traffic accident occurred at this bridge, killing 5 people. This bridge is seriously degraded because it was built a long time ago, and this has used for over 10 times, with many tons of the people travel back and forth, and the bridge has been repaired many times, but I still feel unsafe when traveling. The traffic congestion and collisions often occur almost often during the rush hour and the third F, and affecting the people's travel also. And the people hope that the state will invest in a rigid bridge to meet the people's travel needs and ensure the safety, just not transfer and travel to this kind of suspension bridge like this anymore. And according to statistics, that Nghệ An province currently has 70 suspension bridges for the people. Of these, more than 30 suspension bridges managed by the district level and seriously damaged and degraded, potentially causing the traffic safety risks. The entire district has 15 suspension bridges during the rainy and stormy season. We regularly check and have a plan for maintenance. And in the coming time, we hope that the superiors will pay attention to support and invest in building new ones to replace these suspension bridges for the people. In recent years, floods have become increasingly complicated, and especially flash floods in mountainous areas and districts, and when the suspension bridges are degraded and unsafe, precariously crossing rivers and streams like this, they have not been replaced with a solid bridge, and this means that every day the people have to risk their lives when traveling on these bridges. The Deputy Prime Minister Nguyễn Hòa Bình just signed a decision number 69 on electronically connecting the medical examination and treatment data, population data, and household registration data to resolve the sickness, maternity, and health recovery benefits. Accordingly, this decision stipulates the connection and sharing of data between ministry branches and Vietnam Social Security to carry out administrative procedures in the electronic environment in resolving sickness, maternity, and health recovery benefits according to the provisions of law. And on January 11 in Ho Chi Minh City, a scientific workshop has held developing high-quality human resources to meet the needs of sustainable growth in the new era. Experts at the workshop emphasized that improving labor productivity and quality is a very basic requirement, which is decisive for the success of the new period. And it is one of the 3 fundamental driving forces: institution, infrastructure, and human resources to create a breakthrough for a social economic development. This work, along with the many other driving forces such as scientific and technological innovation, will meet the requirements of development and economic growth at a high and sustainable rate associated with a green economy and acknowledged by the economy also. And through the workshop, the organizing committee hopes to meet and connect a larger network of research for human resources and talents, discuss and find solutions on high-quality human resources, on training, attracting, using and treating high-quality and talented human resources in the new era. And ladies and gentlemen, in Hà Giang, the in-lab resettlement area for 37 households who lost their homes due to the storm number 3 Yagi is being urgently completed and ensuring the better criteria than the old place. This is a model resettlement area receiving special attention from the local government with the goal of completing it before the 30th. And in the last days of the year, the resettlement area is bustling with the construction filled with the slaughter, bringing the atmosphere of early spring to the people in the flooded area. This is the model resettlement area receiving special attention from the local government with the goal of completing it before the 30th. In the last days of the year, the resettlement area is bustling with the construction filled with the slaughter, bringing the atmosphere of early spring to the people in flooded area. Started on October 21st of 2024, the resettlement area was completed in a record short time. Today, 37 households have received their new houses, and the total construction cost is nearly 20 billion Vietnam dong, not only from the state support but also with the right contribution from the community. And more than 3,500 working days have been contributed by the local people to build each house, creating a solid home. There are many emotions mixed with the joy because the party in the state care and create the best conditions for the people to have a place to live and stabilize their lives and production. The new resettlement area will be completed before the 30th. The people will be more excited to celebrate the Lunar New Year because they gather in the large numbers in the concentrated area. And then the electricity system is more spacious than the old place. And the roads also are more convenient for the children to travel and study more easily. To speed up the project implementation, Quảng Bình District has mobilized maximum resources to ensure the progress and quality. At the same time, a working group will also establish, regularly present at the scene to support remote empties and closely monitor each item to support the people in building new houses. During the process of state investment in infrastructure, the people implemented state policies according to Decree number 20. In addition to investing in community infrastructure, the district also directs the party committee and communal authorities to pay attention to applying and integrating programs and projects to support the people with conditions, land resources, and capital to develop the economy and improve their lives also. The new houses in Inlap resettlement area are not only a place to live but also a brick of hope for the people to quickly resettle down and stabilize their lives. Happiness in the new houses will light up the faith in social security policies and demonstrating the timely concern of the party, the government, and the local authorities for the people to suffer damage and loss caused by natural disasters. From January 20, 2025, the Plant Protection Department and the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development requires strict control of the Iran and jackfruit export to China after receiving a warning from the General Administration of Customs of China. And some shipments from Vietnam were found to violate plant quarantine and food safety regulations, threatening the reputation and market share of the Vietnamese agricultural products. The department has also requested the Department of Agriculture and Rural Development to plan quarantine sub-departments and production facilities to inspect and supervise growing areas and packaging facilities to ensure the traceability, food safety, and pesticide residue testing and heavy metal testing also. Growing area codes and facilities that do not comply with the regulations will be suspended. In addition, the department requires the dissemination of import regulations to farmers and businesses and direct regional sub-departments to tighten plant quarantine. It is a step to maintain the reputation and brand of Vietnamese agricultural products in the international market. According to the European Chamber of Commerce in Vietnam, Eurocham, the business confidence index in Vietnam in the fourth quarter of 2024 reached its highest level in more than 2 years. Accordingly, the latest survey results shows that 42% of European businesses surveyed said they felt positive about their business situation, and 56% predicted that Vietnam's economy would continue to improve. The chairman of Eurocham Vietnam said that it is a clear sign that European businesses are increasingly confident in Vietnam's economic prospects and an important link in Southeast Asian trade and investment. And the new report also rated Vietnam as a bright star in terms of investment, with about 75% of European business leaders surveyed saying they would recommend it as an ideal investment destination. And Hải Dương Provincial Museum, in collaboration with the Vietnam Fine Arts Museum, YOLO Education and Startup Consulting Joint Stock Company, organized the special exhibition Spring through the collection of Tứ Bình folk paintings and experience activities of spring colors.
And experience activity of spring colors. The exhibition introduced 20 sets of paintings with nearly 100 pieces selected from the collection of Tứ Bình paintings currently kept at the Vietnam Fine Arts Museum. The collection will bring viewers a sense of traditional, unique folk art form imbued with national identity. Paintings are a very special genre of folk paintings.
And ladies and gentlemen, notably located at the outpost of Trường Sa Archipelago, Sông Tử Tây Island is also a solid support for fishermen in the process of exploiting the seafood in the sea of the Fairland. On the island, the ship lock was built to become a safe storm shelter for boats. Somtutai Shiplock was built with the purpose of becoming a safe storm shelter for boats, especially during the harsh rainy and stormy season. But more than that, this place is also a center for fishing logistics services and providing essential support for fishermen. And for fishermen, Somtutai Shiplock is not only a safe shelter, but also the affection and sharing of the marine soldiers. And this place has become a solid spiritual support, helping them feel secure to go offshore and stick to the sea. If you have a problem of run out of oil or water, come to Somtutai Island and ask for help from our brothers. Behind the spears of the fishermen and the silent sacrifice of the officers and soldiers of Somtutai Island, and they are always ready to respond to any situation, protect the lives and property of the fishermen, and maintain the sovereignty of the sea and islands. In any circumstance, no matter how difficult, we will complete it in the best ways, creating the best conditions for fishermen to go offshore and stick to the sea according to the party's policies. Wherever there are fishermen, there is the fair land. In the coming time, with the functions and tasks assigned by the party, the state and army and navy, we will continue to consider its own responsibility and a proud honor to be ready to help the people in all conditions and circumstances. Not only Somtutai Island, currently most of the ports on island communes in Tungsa archipelago have been built synchronously, becoming solid support for the fishermen to go offshore and stay at sea for long periods of time, an important factor in implementing Resolution number 98 on January 29 of 2022 of the Police Bureau, aiming to plan Tungsa Island District to become the economic, cultural, and social center at sea of the whole country. And that's all for today, TTV News. Thank you for being with us, and goodbye for now.